Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hey friends, welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 240. I'm Phil Graham. In today's episode, I'm going to share 3 lessons I've learned from running millions of dollars in ad spend and creating tens of millions of dollars in sales from that ad spend for clients. I'm really excited about today's episode because these 3 lessons are something that could literally mean the difference between failure or success. And they're not based off of theory. They're based off of actually data and things that we've ran ads and done. So I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm recording this episode on Monday, December 13th, 2021. Holy crap, you guys, it's almost Christmas. That's crazy. First of all, I wanted to say thank you. For those of you listening, I consider you guys like a podcast family. And I've really been wanting to commit to finding new and better ways to more fully connect with you guys in 2022 and build even more of a community. I love doing the podcast and I get a lot of messages and I love interacting, although many times, my time is limited, but I want to carve out more time for that in 2022. And I actually want to carve out a place to do it. So I'm trying to decide whether to create a Facebook group or maybe a Discord chat or something like that. If you guys have a preference, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram at PhilGrahamDigital. And I want to try and see what most of you guys would prefer. I'm going to guess a Facebook group since this is a Facebook ads podcast. However, a lot of people are into Discord now too, and that might be a good option. So I'm pretty flexible. I like them both. So let me know. My main goal is to have more back and forth and be able to give more and have more of a community around this podcast in 2022 and spend more time with you guys in addition to the weekly episodes. So I would love doing that. And then lastly, if you want to get in touch, maybe you're looking for somebody to run your ads for you, or you actually want to learn the right way through coaching one-on-one, how to run your ads, feel free to go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or at philgrahamdigital on Instagram. You could send me a DM. All right, I want to jump right into the content. This is what you're here for. And as usual, I want to keep this very short, sweet, and actionable as possible. So I'm going to share these 3 lessons I've learned from running millions in ad spend and creating tens of millions of dollars of sales. So number 1, we test everything and we test everything a lot. And still, without fail, value first really does work best. I've been beating that drum since I started this podcast in 2017. Value in advance, value first, value bomb landing pages, blah, blah, blah. Like I've said it a million times. Here's the deal. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do. But when you do it right and you do it consistently and you do it over time, it can work amazing wonders for you. We've tried everything. We've tried direct sales. We've tried special offers, messenger ads, everything under the sun that you could try. And giving value first still works the best. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do, especially when you're spending money. Now, when you are giving value first, it doesn't mean you have to wait 6 months to give somebody an offer or sell something. Sometimes you can give value first and still sell something in the same ad or in the same, landing page. Other times it takes a few pieces of value to really make the difference. But it's going to depend on who you are and what type of brand and company you are and what you're selling, et cetera. But I want you to remember, value first will always win, especially in this day and age. Commit to value first. If you're running ads right now, take a look at them and ask yourself, are we giving enough value before we ask for a sale or even before we ask for an email address? For most people, the answer is no. I hope for you it's yes, or if it's not, it should be and will be hopefully after you listen to this episode. So commit to value first. And when I mean value, I mean really value. Give them something good, either something educational or super inspiring or entertaining or all of the above. All right, that's number one. Second thing I've learned from millions in ad spend has been split testing. Split testing is a huge key to our success and really one of our secret sauces that have created so much of our success with our ads. It can make such a tremendous difference. It boggles and blows my mind. Number one, how few people split test in the first place. And then number two, out of the people that do split test, how many of them do it wrong or ineffective. So number one, you should absolutely be split testing tons of stuff. And number two, you need to do it right. I've got episodes on this. We can always coach on this, and I'll do future episodes on split testing as well. So don't worry, I got you covered there, but you want to make sure you're split testing and doing it in the right way. I've had plenty of examples where changing just an image in an ad or even just a headline, for example, has created 3 or 5 times or even 10 times better results. I was literally earlier today looking at an ad where we did a split test and the audience was the exact same. The ad was 100% exactly the same objective and everything. And all I did was changed a headline. Nothing else was different. And over the course of about a month, they got the same ad spend, but one ad produced clicks for $1.50 and the other ad produced clicks for 35 cents. 35 cents versus $1.50 per click. Which one would you rather get? To the same audience, mind you. So I want to give you an example of that because that's a real world thing that happened. If you had an ad spend of $2,000, okay, $2,000, using that exact scenario, that is a real life thing that happened. If it was 2,000 ad spend, the difference between $1.50 a click and 35 cents a click is you getting 1,333 clicks for your money, or 5,714 clicks for that $2,000. So if you're spending $2,000, would you rather get 1,300 clicks or 5,700 clicks for the exact same amount of money? Obviously, you'd rather get 5,700. Now, we've got some clients that spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. So let's say you're spending $100,000 a month. Same example, 35-cent clicks versus $1.50. Well, if you're spending $100,000, if it's $1.50 a click, you're going to get 66,000 clicks. If it's 35 cents a click, you're going to get 285,000 clicks for the exact same amount of money. So would you rather get 66,000 or 285,000? No brainer. So I just want to show you an example of how important split testing can be. That's just one example where I changed a headline. And it doesn't matter if you're spending $500 a month, $2,000, $10,000, $50,000, $500,000. It all makes a huge difference. And the more you test and the better results that you find, you can scale those and you can learn from the things that didn't work and change those to try and find something that does. That is one of the secret sauces to our success. So make sure you guys are doing that. And then last but not least, number 3 is don't just focus on the ad itself, focus on the experience after the ad. So few people do that. A lot of people look at the ad and the data, although they usually don't look at it properly, but they're still paying attention in some way anyway. But they're not focused enough on what's on the other side of the ad. When you run an ad, you're sending people somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's to a product page, a webinar registration, a lead magnet, anywhere. Are you sending them to a page that absolutely builds credibility and trust or not? Is it a seamless page that really meshes well with what the ad was about? Or is it something completely different? Are you differentiating yourself on that page? And not just differentiating from what's out there, but highlighting how that difference actually benefits your potential customers and clients. And then are you testing on that page, just like I gave you an example of split testing an ad, split testing a headline? Are you testing consistently on your landing pages? Much less doing it the right way and doing really good at it. For most people, the answer is no. A lot of people are not doing any of these three things. Imagine if you did all three and you did them right and you did them effective with a high level of skill. What that could do for your ads and your performance. I mean, it could be insanely good. So look, anybody can be successful with ads if they work hard enough. You can be, absolutely. Maybe you're already successful and you could be 10 times more successful than you are now. If you're just starting out, it doesn't have to take forever. Or if you are running ads and you're failing, there are ways to improve and you're in the right place. So hopefully this has been super helpful because, again, it's not theory, it's based on experience. So I would highly recommend you guys put this stuff into practice. So I hope this was a great episode for you guys today. I enjoyed doing it. I love doing this podcast. I love connecting with you guys. And I really am serious about finding somewhere to connect in 2022, not just on the podcast, but on a regular basis as well. So again, feel free to let me know if you want that to be a Facebook group or Discord or something else, or if you just want to get in touch as well. DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital, or my website is philgrahamdigital.com. So next week's episode will be Tuesday, the 21st. So it'll be just a couple days before Christmas. So I think what I'm going to do on that episode is kind of give you guys a preview of, hey, here's what you can do to prepare yourself for success in 2022. And that's going to be something a lot of people need to do. And whether you listen to it then and do it then, or you take action right after the first of the year, that episode is going to be a really good one. So make sure you check that out. And now episode 240 is in the books. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you soon, my friends. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.